Ethan, it seems like every day this week when we ask you about a guy being healthy, returning to the lineup, what that does for the group. Today it's Tommy Edman. Just what does he add with his return, and of course him being center field today?
Yeah, so Tommy being back is certainly a big boost for us. You know, I think that being back, the versatility, center field play, second base play, I think right now where we're at, having the switch hitter obviously is huge, having him back. Kind of our lineup, our team looks more whole, and just excited to have him back, yeah.
I know there are a few more that you're waiting to return, but does it feel just with this group, it's complete now and you're starting to see just the level of play that you want to see to close out this regular season?
Yes, yeah. I think that we've all been waiting for, you know, our guys to come back to health and kind of see what we look like as the ball club that we had all envisioned. And I do like the, you know, the intensity. Defensively, it's been really good. And the last few days, I think offensively, I've seen some good things. And just kind of how we've kind of attacked each day, and obviously we've been getting a lot of good starting pitching.
When you look back at the last couple of months, how much of the struggles do you just kind of equate in hindsight to the pieces you were missing versus things that you kind of continue to want to see get cleaned up here over the last couple of weeks?
You know, I think it's a combo, obviously, of having, you know, your guys. I think that's one part of it, but I think that, you know, we've kind of at certain times I thought we lost sight of, you know, playing the game the way we're capable of playing. So that's kind of, you know, it doesn't really matter who we have on the roster. You know, roster was standing how we played. So, but I do think that presently, I think that the guys are engaged.
Have you seen kind of that intent with the team at bats, just kind of broadly be better, especially these last couple of days here?
I think so. I think so. And you know, we've talked about it in weeks past about a switch and things like that. But you know, I do think that the calendar sort of you know, is motivating, and it's a long season for guys. But yeah, guys are, you know, playing as one right now.
How do you see Tommy dividing his time between center and second base?
Yeah. I see him playing more versus left than right. And then I think that, you know, I want to see him with my own eyes in games, and he's going to be taking ground balls at second base as well. I can't really say yet how much I'm going to play him at second base versus center field until I really see it, because I do know that kind of the getting off the ball is something I'm going to be really mindful of watching. So once it gets to full speed, it's a lot easier, which kind of lends itself to center field. So I can't even really answer that right now, but you know, today's a day that I would have liked, you know, Alex call in there today, but you know, he's going to just play the outfield right now. So, but I just don't know how long that's going to be.
So against righties, you still see Conforto?
I see Michael playing versus right, yes.
Is the outfield alignment today kind of like the stuff versus lefties?
Yeah, you know, and again, I just as long as Tommy is you know, doing fine and feeling good, but I value Alex Call as well, you know, so I've got to make sure that, you know, we keep him relevant and playing because he's earned it too.
How did you settle on the corners? Just a matter of Teo being more comfortable in right?
Teo being more comfortable in right, and I think you know, since Colorado, I think that the outfield play has been very good from Teo, and then now to, you know, just flip them. I just didn't feel comfortable doing that right now, and I think we have two guys that are more comfortable in right, and Andy and Teo, if they're not in center field, if Andy's not in center field. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at, but that was my thought.
Is that something that you'll kind of evaluate over the rest of the way, especially like kind of like Andy's arm and kind of what they can do right, or do you kind of want to keep it this way moving forward?
No, I think I'm toying with it. Obviously, like Andy and right, like the arm. Teo finished the season, played the season last year in left field. So we've shown that we can win a championship with him in left field. So not quite there yet, but thinking about it. And a lot of it is contingent on how Tommy looks as well for me.
Last night, Mookie was talking about how, yes, you have the top of the lineup and they have to do their jobs, but what helps this team really be successful, especially from October, is Mateo, it's Rojas, it's Pajas in the middle of the lineup, really getting things going in the middle to the bottom of the lineup. Do you see that as well, just when it comes to this group and the success you guys can have offensively and how important it's going to be for those guys in specific to kind of turn that corner and get going?
Yeah, I think so. And I think that that's kind of, you can kind of run into a 3-run homer at the top and it looks good or whatever. But I do think that kind of to work, collectively, whether it's building an inning and somebody in the middle of the order, getting a hit or situationally being good, or, bleeding into the top to kind of create something for those guys, Shohei and Mookie, to do something with guys on base. So I think it just works, together. And so, yeah, it's not the way we are right now, it should be a top-heavy lineup.
I think last night you said Mookie looks like Mookie again. What does that mean? What does he look like the last month?
I think what that means is there's real confidence, there's edge, just letting his ability to just play. I think that we're seeing that at shortstop now. And in the batter's box, there's just that edge, and he's not in between as he was for a lot of the season. So I think that for me, that's what I mean when I see Mookie looks like Mookie right now.
Roki was kind of able to maintain a higher velocity over his start yesterday. What does that mean for him?
Roki was fantastic. He really was. So from what I understand, he's going to be flying in today, and I think he's going to sit down with people that, all of us that make decisions and figure out what's the next step. So I can't answer that, but I do know that he's going to be in the conversation with us. Not sure what time he gets in tonight, but it's going to be happening here in the next couple days.
As part of the conversation, maybe like whether it's better for him to be starting regularly throughout the year versus a potential role change.
That is. I think just to be honest with Roki and kind of where we're at, where he's at, what's best for him, what's best for us. And I do think that question is going to be asked because you can, I think, argue both, right? Whether it's kind of getting ready for something to happen here in a starting role or changing a role. I think it's just all should be on the table, and we're going to have that conversation, yes.
Regardless of role, like how much did yesterday do, just in terms of where you guys see him as a potential option to consider for October?
It was great for the Dodgers, great for Roki's confidence, great for the organization, but mostly it was great for Roki. I mean, just to really let it eat, let it fly, have some success, and know that he can, be the guy that he's known to be.
How much more would you need to see to kind of, have to trust him for him to be like a viable option for you guys at the end of the year?
Well, we'd have to see it here. So I think, yeah, I mean, we still have time, but we would have to see it here, obviously. So, to Sonya's question earlier, we got to make a decision at some point in time, kind of where we're gonna move forward here in the next couple of weeks.
Dude, what's the pitching plan for Ohtani?
He's not going to be pitching up in the Bay. So the thought is he's going to pitch one of the games here when we get back against the Phillies.
And you just think why is pushed back?
We just felt that, just with, it was kind of the sickness, we moved him up, and then just to kind of give a little bit of extra rest on the back end of that last start.
We saw the Yoshinobu threw in the pen today, so it means he's pitching Friday.
It's, Yoshinobu, it's going to be Kirsch and then Glass now.
Is part of that with Ohtani, like you're trying to, you only have like one, after tomorrow, one off day, you're trying to line that up too.
Maybe. Thanks, guys.